Hello again, and thanks for joining. So a lot of people do these kind of four-wheel green German coaches, and obviously what we've got here today is a number of ROCO examples. I think these were all made in the kind of 80s, possibly towards the end of the 80s. They're certainly not made anymore, and they're all very similar, but each one is slightly different. So we're going to check them out today and see if they're worth the money. And talking of money, I'll let you know how much these cost at the end of the video. So let's check out the first one. So I've just randomly selected this one off the top, and the part number for this is 44835, and it says it's a type BSTB, and then it's got 4KL. So let's get this open and we'll check out what we've got. Well, we seem to have got a little bag full of extra pieces here. It looks like some jumper cables and some maybe air vents for the roof. Now these are sold to me as second hand, but it looks as though I've still got quite a few different bits of pieces to add on to these if I wanted to. And here is the first coach that we're going to have a look at today. So it does look as though it's from the Bavarian State Railway. It's got Augsburg written there. And we seem to have a fourth class carriage here, and I think this part at the back is actually a postal van, so this is really unusual to me. I've never seen a split postal van and passenger carriage, even if it is fourth class. But certainly you've noticed already that the printing on this is really superb, as is the finish. The green plastic is a nice matte colour, and we've got some black lining on it as well, which is really nicely done. I really like the windows as well, almost completely flush fit. They're very clear, and you can see that it has an indication of a wooden surround. I also like the grille pattern on this one and the bars represented on this middle one here. I've also got some printing at the back here with a little envelope too, which is really quite cool. Looking at the front, we've got a very interesting little veranda here with little gates on it, little handrails added on here, the bars going up to the roof and little brackets in the corner. There's a lot of really fine detail on these. I'm going to have to be very careful when handling them. This one has got the jumper cables fitted, and it has a typical Fleischmann type coupling hanging out the front here. Very fine buffers too, and really nicely detailed little steps coming down with handrails as well. Inside there you can see a door with the glazing. It's got some representation of bars, and when we come down this end we've got another little platform. This time we've got a ladder going up to the roof as well. And talking of the roof, it's a separate piece, and it's been painted in this silver metallic colour. It's got a little handrail added on there, and these little air vents all the way along the top, which are extra pieces which have been put in there. And looking at the chassis, the details around the wheels are fantastic. The spring detail is really good, as is the axle boxes. The brakes are in line with the wheels, and the wheels revolve really well. They've got these fantastic spokes on them, and we've got plastic sheaths on the axles there as well to just stop them catching the light. This one has a sticker underneath showing the number of the carriage, which is pretty handy, but you can see that we have planking detail here with grain, which is really cool. This piece here, which is part of the braking system, which looks great as well. We've got this extra box on this side as well. The couplings are in them pockets, and they cantilever back and forward in this little arrangement, but it's certainly in absolutely fantastic condition. So it's a great opener, a very interesting prototype as well. With the interior there, you can see the seating in light brown, and we don't seem to have anything in the postal section of it, but that doesn't detract from how good this coach is. It's a great little model, this one, and a great first one that we've checked out. So let's move on to the next one. This is the next one I've just randomly picked, and it looks as though we have a second class carriage, also with the postal section in the rear here as well. This one is number 44832, and it actually says underneath the price sticker there, which has come away, but anyway, under there it says DB, so I guess it's a Deutsche Bahn model. Anyway, let's get this open as well and we'll check it out. Well, this one also has a bag of extra parts as well, and it looks like this buffer has just fallen out. It looks like it's a push fit, so I'm just going to put that back in there. Quite easy to do. And this model doesn't have the little pipes here, but you can see that it has holes in the buffer beam for them to fit in. So this is a Deutsche Bahn version, so we've got the details up here as normal in the yellow, and we have second class. We also have seating in here. It's a bit duller than the previous coach that we had a look at, but we do have this rear section with the postal thing here. I do love the fact it used to have a little slot there where you could actually post your letters into the van directly. I like how these windows again are very clear, and they look very good with the cross hatching on that one and the bars on this one. And it's very similar decoration with the green and the black stripes on it. It has a silver roof, less vents on it this time, but we still do have this little handrail and the ladder coming down here. The little verandas look exactly the same as what we've just seen, but they are very highly detailed and look really great. This one has some printing inside the veranda there, which the other one didn't. And looking underneath, you can now see that the coupling does actually cantilever quite a lot, which is great. Obviously those pipes aren't fouling it on this one. And aside from that, we have exactly the same setup under here. No sticker though, no sticker on this one, but you can see it says ROCO made in Austria there. I do like the printing down on the chassis, it's very clear. So it's a very similar model to the last one, but there are some differences and it still looks really good. A very high quality model. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one we have here, it doesn't seem to have any mail section in it, and it's 4th class, and I think we're back to the Bavarian Railway. This is number 44836 and it has BSTB and 4KL on the end. So let's get this open and we'll check it out. Unsurprisingly, the bag of extra parts is present again. And this one is 4th class, it's all open. You can see the interior there is back to the light brown colour, and we have these two windows blanked out in white, so I guess this must be a toilet area. Some of these little air vents on the roof are actually coming loose, so I just need to push that back in. They're just a push fit. Looks like we might need another one in there. And one of the buffers has actually fallen out of this model too. So these push fit parts can actually drop out every now and again, but a little bit of glue would help that obviously. So this is very similar to the first carriage that we saw in the Bavarian colours. It has a destination board on this one though, and it has exactly the same chassis, but it's a different body shell and a different roof, again with some additional vents and stuff added on top here. Looking around this side, you can actually just see inside possibly that the toilet area is blocked off, and that's a nice attention to detail that they've done there. So it's another great little coach, this one. Let's move on to the final one. Okay, we're moving up to 3rd class on this one, and it looks like another Deutsche Bahn one. This one is number 44824. So let's get this open and we'll check it out as well. Well, again, a bag of extra parts, and in the back of the bag we've actually got the ticket for the inspector who originally inspected us in the factory. So unsurprisingly, very similar to what we've just seen. This time it's 3rd class. We've got some details here in the yellow at the end this time, and we also have a blocked out part here for the toilet, again printing down on the chassis. And no real difference on this side, although we do have a little bit more printing down here. It's the same chassis as we've seen on all 3 other models that we've had a look at today. One of the things I don't actually like about this is the back of this box here, because when you look at it from this side you can see that it's just a plastic moulding and not something realistic. So they could have done a little bit better on the back of that, I think. But aside from that, I've got no complaints about the chassis or the mouldings. They're all absolutely fantastic. So I think we should put each of these on the scales and check out how much they weigh. So the first one we saw is 58 grams, as is the second one we saw. And funnily enough, so is the third one we saw. And finally, the last one for some reason is 60 grams. So a very interesting collection of little coaches from ROCO. I have actually noticed that the 2 Deutsche Bahn ones have these kind of couplings on them, and the 2 Bavarian ones have these ones fitted. And I think that's probably just the previous owner that's done that. But they are in NEM pockets, so it'll be easy enough to change these over to whatever you want. But overall, I think these are fantastic looking coaches. But obviously, they've all been made in a series because they all have exactly the same chassis, which is actually quite a good chassis. And they also have exactly the same verandas as well. The only real difference is the green part with the glazing and the roof details as well. But really, that's all you need for them to be different. And on the track, these go together absolutely fantastic. Now, I did mention about how much these cost, and each of these cost me £10. And I think that's a great price for what you get in here. There's a lot of extra parts added onto them, and these particular second-hand models are in very good condition with no damage as far as I can see, and a bag of extra parts just to add on anything that falls off if it does. There's a real acceptable level of detail here, which I think would pass for modern day coaches easy enough. So I would recommend these, and they certainly stack up against any other company's little 4-wheeled coaches. There are a lot to choose from, but these are probably worth checking out. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think of these coaches in the comments below. Love to know what you think. And I'll put one of these onto the turntable so you can see all the way around. And in a moment, an icon will appear. That's another video I've done, so if you click on that, I'll see you there. But that's it for this one. Thanks for checking out these coaches with me, and I'll see you on the next one.
So model train, model world, choo-choo, model trains, tiny in tiny worlds, choo-choo, model trains, tiny train, model world, choo-choo, model trains, tiny train.